Hello, everybody. My name is Jasmine Cheese, and I think I may have started a challenge. Now, I did not start out that way, but if it's going to help you meet your goals, then let's go ahead and do it. And so, a couple of days ago, I just hopped on to Instagram and made a decision. I made a decision that day that I would go after a goal of losing 50 pounds. Now, I'm not really sure as far as if I'm going to hit that goal within the time that I had allotted because I was going for the next 3 months. And the next 3 months are geared toward being focused. So I started with October, and October is opt out October. So this is the first month of the three. And opt out October is me just getting focused, getting determined to go after this goal of 50 pounds. And so I had a couple of people reached out to me and was like, I'm with you. I'm going to follow your lead. Let's go. And so that excited me because I was like, I was just wanting to give some motivation, some encouragement, some inspiration, letting you know that you could do this. If your mindset is that you want to feel better in your body, you want to feel better as far as how you operate throughout your day. If you know that you do need to lose some weight, you need to change your habits, and you need to get focused, then come along and join me. The first thing that I definitely wanted to tackle, and that was mindset. So that's why I've attached maybe like a slogan or a title to each month. November, I have one for that one too, and December. So I've already mapped it out. I've already looked at what's my determination and what's my goal for the end of the year. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to hit the 50 at the end of these 3 months, but I am going to get significant results in these next 3 months. And so, however long it takes, I'm going after it, right? So, I have that type of determination. The question came up, Cheese, and that's what people call me. My name is Jazmyn Cheese. Cheese, why did you choose October, November, and December? First, I didn't really have like no long drawn out reason as to why I picked those 3 months. They were just the months that the Lord put on my heart to really get focused and determined. And then I began to really think about it and how mindful God is about us is mind blowing to me. And He knew that I guess this challenge or this determination to go after the goal would really help me. I looked at the month of October and said, well, why October? And we know that these last 3 months of the year sometimes can be the hardest months. You have your holidays that fall within these 3 months. You have things that you deal with as far as family that may increase or magnify within these 3 months. You have things that you go through in these 3 months that you may not have even had to deal with in the past, in the last 9 months. Stuff just don't come up. And like they do when you get around the holidays in this time. And one of the things for October, me personally, was the fact that the memory of my mom. And we're going to tag that to November. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that as well. But the memory of my mom. This month, my mother in 2020 got married. And that was a very big event for her. That was an awesome milestone. That was something that she was looking forward to. And she put so much energy and persistence into her wedding. And there were some things about it that tugged on my heart, pulled on my thoughts. And I took to God in prayer. And one thing that he definitely showed me and told me to do was be there 100% for your mother. And so I was determined to do that. So October 10th, she got married. And the day before, I mean, the times leading up to it, but especially the day before, being her maid of honor, oh, I was a beast for my mother. Whatever she needed me to do, whatever needed to fall in line, whatever needed to be in order, whatever needed to be done, that was my duty to do. And so the accolades that came from my mommy was precious to me because I took that time to give my very best to my mother. I gave everything, all the energy, all of the focus, all of the determination I gave to her for those days because I knew how important it was to her, how invested she was, and how she needed to, just get a little bit of encouragement, along that way. And so I took that maid of honor very serious. I took being her daughter even the more. And that's one thing that God spoke to me when it came to being there for my mother was to honor her as her daughter. And so I knocked it out. So October reminds me of another connection that was built between my mother and I. And it was just due to the season in which she chose the day to be married. And so that pulls on my heartstrings and my feelings a little bit. And you're going to notice why. So let's get to, so that's October. There's a memory, there's feelings, there's things that's attached to October. Let's get to November. And man, 2021, right? 2021, November. The specific date is November 13th. And this is a year and a month, a few days after my mother got married. And I had that memory with her. We get to November 13th and my mom passed. This is 2021. And November 12th, that day before, oh, that was a hard day. You can kind of hear it in my voice, right? That was a hard day. Part of the story is couldn't get in contact with my mom. And I called my brother, asked for different things to be done because, he's a bigwig state trooper. And asked him to get somebody over there just to go check on her. And she wasn't in the greatest of health. She wasn't in the greatest position. And so that evening, she was taken to the hospital. And most of, I would say, let's name it like my elementary, middle school, high school years, my mom had been sick. She had been dealing with things in her body. And so I was used to the in and out of hospital. I was used to her going in and, coming out. And there were times where she stayed longer than we had anticipated, but she had always come out. Right. And so this is why, man, God is so mindful. The next 3 months is imperative. Excuse me. And November 13th is where we were going through processes as far as her being in the hospital, and just wasn't good at all. But thank and praise to God who helped me to get through that time. When I tell you that he carried me, I get excited. I'm very grateful and thankful for it even now. Those decisions that I had to make that day were hard. They were hard in the aspect that this is my mommy. And it's left up to me to make these decisions. Now, I know that there may be questions about, some other things and why certain people were in certain places. But I believe that God saw fit for me to take on that responsibility in that season, in that time. And so November is a hard hit for me because it is the month my mother passed. It's the month my mom died. And like I said, the times leading up to that, he was strengthening me. The times preceding and proceeding that, he was giving me help, letting me know that he was with me. And that's how I made it through. And so November is etched in my memory forever. November 13th, 2021. And so there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feelings attached to that. There's a lot of things that can become excuses due to the fact that that event is attached to that month, right? And so I'm determined, and I've made a decision, and I got to make a decision each and every day, each and every week, and I'm going to make one each and every month to not fall into the slumps of my emotions or feelings. Now, I am going to recognize them. I have been. I am going to work through it and continue to ask God to help me to heal and different things like that. But because I've asked him, he has helped me. And I believe that he's going to use this to help me as well. So that's October. That's November. And then come December. And of course, in November, you got Thanksgiving. So you have the gathering of your family. And so that hitting in that month and then hitting a very big holiday and her presence not being there or not being able to call her, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be something else. And December. So December is, of course, you got the holiday, yes. December is Christmas. December is also my mother's birthday. So that's December 30th. And so these are some big things in these next 3 months. December is also when my nephew was born, so that's amazing. And he was born on the 31st, so the day after my mother's birthday. Woo, I know, right? And so I just made a decision that before any of that stuff, it hits, I'm going to get my mindset right? I'm going to get a better focus for the next, for the next 3 months, because I have decided that I'm not going to let the emotions and the feelings take me under. I refuse to harp on what I no longer have and rejoice in what the Lord has given me and what he's helped me through. I've made a decision to take these next 3 months and give God glory. Yes, I could go another way. Yes, these next 3 months could be heavy. But I'm making a decision that the events that I couldn't do anything about, but the events of these next 3 months, I'm handing them over to God. I'm laying them at his feet. And I am focusing on making me better to personally grow. So that's me focusing on him each and every day. That's me doing things that's going to help my mindset and help my habits and push me to a better me. I refuse to fall off now. Like I said, I've gotten to the point where I got 100 pounds off. And that was not easy because um, I'd never been this weight that I'm at right now in my entire adult life. And so even like my senior year of high school, I was bigger than this. So when I had during that duration of the 100 pounds going after that, which was not the goal at first, but because I was gaining on it, I was like, well, then let's go ahead and go and put forth the effort. But I had never been small my adult life, smaller, and then in my life period, I've always been bigger. And so I'm going after something that I had never seen. But when God started dealing with me about taking care of myself so that I can be better in ministry, so that I can give more, so that the weight and my health wasn't slowing me down, he helped me in that process. So, like I said, October, November, December has the potential. I won't even say has. It had the potential to cause me to gain weight back. I worked too hard. And if I'm going to put forth any effort, it's going to keep losing, to keep losing. Right? Like I said, I lost that weight, maintained it, and now I'm ready to go ahead and go after some more. And what better way to get this determination, to get this focus, to get this seriousness than to do it in these next 3 months. I'm telling you, my mind is made up. I made a decision. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, without a shadow of a doubt, because with the help of the Lord, it's going to get done. Like I said, October, November, December, they may not mean, of course, they're not going to mean the same things to you as they do to me, but they could have some significance. Even if it's just that I'm going to take these 3 months out of this entire year that I may not have been on my P's and Q's, I'm going to take these next 3 months and I'm going to get it done. Whatever the goal is, like I said in my video on Instagram, whatever your goal is, to be healthy, to feel better, whatever that may be, then go after it. Like I said, I didn't really intend on many people actually joining me on this. I didn't, but I had some people reach out to me on Instagram, on Facebook, just text me and was like, let me know what you're doing. I want to do it as well. And there may be more of you that want to join in for October, because October is not over. You can go ahead and start today. Or if you got to get your mindset together, you know what I'm saying? You can start. And don't just think that since the month has already started, that it's a wash. It's not. Go ahead and put forth the effort. Go ahead and put forth the drive. Go ahead and put forth the focus and dig your heels into the next 3 months. And let's go. Let's go. Let's get this done so that you can look back and say, I got some fruit from what I've done. I've produced some things these past 3 months. I'm determined, and I know that you got some determination in you as well. You want to join me? Let's go. November, I got a focus for that one too. Got a purpose for November. And I got a purpose for December. We're going to get it done. I'm coming after the goal. I'm going after the goal. 50 pounds. Like I said, may not happen in October, November, December. Oh, but it's going to happen. In these next 3 months, I'm being intentional about it. God bless.